Good morning. I want to talk to you a few minutes about, first off, over the past few videos, I've mentioned floor plans to you, and yes, we're working out of this one. And I come to finally face the fact, and I want to share that with you. It's not so much the floor plan that I regret. Um, I regret what we did with the floor plan. I refused to use it for the most part. Shane used it and bought just several cars and made a lot of money doing it. I can't deny that a lot of money did not was not made as a result of using the floor plan. Now, what the big problem is the mismanagement. And I always talk about mismanagement because the two things that I bring together when I talk about mismanagement is time and management. When you've got so much time, you tend to waste your time. And when you've got so much money, you'll waste more money. Most people will. And so that's what happened here. Shane neglected some of his inspection responsibilities on the cars. He started buying high-end cars, and he started focusing on getting people financed that had bad credit. And it works in some particular cases, but now what we're having to work through is something that I haven't had to work through in years. Now we're having to get rid of some of these high-end cars that Shane bought that normally I would not tie up my money, and I did not tie up my money in those cars. I've always preached it's a $1,000 to $1,500 purchase for me, selling the car for $3,000. That's what's always worked for me. Shane got to buying $8, $10, $12,000 cars, third rows, luxury cars, and all this. And it was amazing that these cars that came in that had an $8,000 price tag on them that needed as much work as a $1,000 car that I would buy. And so I was not for it at all. I sat idle by and watched it happen. Now, it's trying to bring us out of this. It's just absolutely heartbreaking to see how hard he's having to work because he's trying to sell a car to people that normally couldn't buy cars. He's working so hard to sell the finance company. He's working hard to sell the customer. Then he gets the finance company to agree to it, and then the customer backs out of the deal because they've had ample time to consider. Okay, that sometimes it takes him 4 or 5 days to get a deal bought by a finance company, and then to turn around only to find out that during that 4 or 5 day span, the customer has found something else or decided that they don't want a car at all or lied in the first place about their income. It's just absolutely horrifying to sit and watch him go through all this. We have sold every cheap car that we had on the lot literally in the past 10 days. That is what is carrying us at the moment, is the cheaper cars that I've bought. Now, the floor plan, I blamed it on the floor plan, and actually, to tell you the truth, it's cheap money. It's okay. What happened is Shane goes out and buys cars that he did not inspect properly, and we're buried in the car. I mean, just too much. Okay, put it on the floor plan, put it on the floor plan, put it on the floor plan. So now we're sitting here with 30 to 40 cars that are on that floor plan that we're trying to work out of. You can't manage that many cars. I've told you that from the get-go. If you're going to try and sell over 10 cars a month, you better have more than yourself to help you manage those sales. It's not going to happen. So the managing of the sales and your time, how much time you allow to each car to get it sold. It's ridiculous. So Again, it's not the floor plan, but if you've got so much capital out there, you're just going to go out and you're going to make buying decisions that were not smart buying decisions. That's where I want to caution you. Do not go out and make decisions that you don't have to come out of your pocket on. I mean, we've got cars that are sitting here, and even yesterday, he's got a deal working that he can make more money on, but he's got an old car that's on the floor plan that is up for renewal, and yesterday I had to say, look, get the car off the floor plan. I'm not worried about making a lot of money right now. I'm worried about getting this thing back into control, doing the right thing. I know that money makes the world go round, but this car is the oldest car in the inventory. If you're going to make less money, in my opinion, that's okay. Get it off the floor plan. Don't turn around and convert the customer into a car that's recently on the floor plan just because it makes more money. Get the old cars off the floor plan. You may make less money, but you are freeing up some investment capital, and you're looking good in front of your floor plan's eyes. Do not go out here and worry about making the most money when the right thing to do is get your mistakes off that floor plan. That's imperative. Do not go out here and just ignore the fact that you've got old inventory, even though it's making less money for you. Get that old inventory off the floor plan. Thank you for viewing this channel. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you. Please subscribe to this channel.